Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon LeafGreen NUZLOCKE. In the last part we just got through Mount Moon and made it to Cerulean City. So in this part we're going to open up with catching a new Pokemon and probably grind it. We're also going to try to take on Blue for the third time, and with any luck this time I'm not going to lose any Pokemon to him. Without any further ado, let's begin! So first things first, what I really want to do is I want to go to the Pokemart, because as I was going through Mount Moon, I used a lot of potions. I want to have some more on hand, because you never know when you're going to be stuck going through a lot of trainers. And let's get a couple super potions too, because in a battle against a Misty, I don't want to. 20 hit points may not be enough. So let's just get a few of these, maybe 3. Let's get a couple more regular potions as well. And this blew quite a bit of my money. I still have plenty of antidotes because I used one, but then I picked another one up at the end of the Mount Moon. That should be just about that. Oh, there's one more thing I want to do real quick. I want to go ahead and sell my revive, my revive, because you can't use those in a Nuzlocke. Whoops. I remember on one run, I had a extremely randomized Pokemon. I think I was playing Soul Silver. But I really randomized it. I randomized everything. I randomized the Pokemon you can encounter, what their movesets were, what their type was, what their base stats were, what their ability was. I randomized everything. And in order to give myself a little bit of leeway, I also randomized items that you can find. And I said, if I find a max revive, I can bring back any one of my Pokemon from the dead. So that's the only situation I can think of where I'd use that. And we got a Spearow! We finally got a real flying type who can actually learn fly later down the road. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Plus, I actually really like Spearow. I like Spearow's evolution a lot. I definitely do not want to fight this thing with Joy. Spearow starts off with Peck. So, I really want to put it to sleep, but it's better to stay alive than it is to make this easier. I suppose my best bet would be Jill, because even though Jill has some high attack, her scratch shouldn't kill this thing. At least I really hope it doesn't. I would really hate to miss out on a route at this point. Okay, that's... If I'd gotten a crit, that would have killed it. I guess all I can do now is just throw Pokeballs. I have 10 of them, might as well just get going. The other thing I could do if I can't catch this thing in a couple Pokeballs is I could growl it like 6 times. Oh, I got it, never mind, I got it. What I was going to say is I could growl it like 6 times and then switch back to Joy. Because by then its attack would be really weak, and then I could put it to sleep and then try again. But I got it the first try. Spearow, the rough terrain Pokemon. Eats bugs in grassy areas. It has to flap its short wings at high speeds to stay airborne. Yes, I would like to give him a nickname. This is our second boy, finally. And nothing against girls, obviously, but some variety is nice. For some reason, I see this Spearow and I want to call him Jake, so I'll call him Jake. We now have a full team. Oh, come on. Really? Really? I would have really liked to get an Ekans. I already have a poison type, so I guess it would have been redundant. But I really like Ekans. Like that. Or I like Arbok, I mean. Ekans is not that great, but I really like Arbok. It's one of my favorite poison types. And obviously it's not, I don't think it's a very good poison type. I don't think it's particularly good. But I mentioned in, I think, part 1, actually, that I tend to like Pokemon more for their appearance than for what they're good at. So, Arbok is just one of those cases where I really like it just because of how it looks. I'm gonna run back here and heal. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Gary's highest level Pokemon, or Blue's highest level Pokemon is, I want to say 20? It's either 18 or 20, I don't remember which. You know, it's probably better to be safe than sorry. So I'm gonna go ahead and look that up real fast. Okay, I'm back. The reason why I really wanted to look up Blue's team and the reason why I'm even worrying about it is because there's a lot of trainers on the next route. And I want to do the next route, or the next 2 routes I should say, and I want to do those 2 routes before I fight the next gym. Because I have a chance at an oddish, and if I can get an oddish, then the next gym shouldn't be so bad. But the problem is there are a lot of trainers on those routes, and I really don't want to overlevel, so I really want to be careful about that. I want to get to level 18 but not over. So there's gonna be another episode in which I'm gonna sit here and grind a bit. I'm gonna grind everybody, and including Jake, up to level 18. This is typically one of the longest grinding sessions. Whenever I play, because maybe I guess there might be a few later in the game that are pretty bad too. But just because I just caught a new Pokemon and then I want to immediately grind it to level 18, it's a pretty long session. So I really want to split this video to do that, just so I don't end up corrupting it. And I might end up corrupting it anyway, just because the grinding might just take that long. I hope not, but it might happen. So I'll see you on the other side. I'll try to find some cool music on Incompetech for this. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start grinding. See you when I finish. Oh! Hey! Chivalry's level 16, so now she's evolving. Yeah, we gotta need arena now. Now I'm actually gonna hold off on using the Moonstone until after this episode, because between this episode and the next one, I'm gonna look up. Because Nidorina may be one of those cases where she does not learn moves after she evolves the third time. I do not know if that's actually true or not. I'm gonna look it up. But if not, it's better to be safe than sorry. So I want to see this if she can learn moves as a Nidoqueen, and if not, what moves I want to learn before I evolve her. Back to grinding. Okay, so we finished grinding after an hour and a half of Ratatas and Spearows. That was painful. So I made the mistake of deciding I would switch grind Jake with Jody, and it turns out Jody is doubly weak to flying type. The game made sure to rub that in as much as possible, as at least one time through that grinding session I encountered 8 Spearows in a row. Why? Well, and yes, I did use both of my rare candies. I forgot to show it. I'll show you where, in case you missed out, where I got the second one. I got the second one over here. I used both of my rare candies because I was so sick of grinding. After an hour and a half of grinding, it would have taken like another 30 minutes to get both Jake and Jody up one more level. So I decided, screw it. Right here is where the rare candy was, right in this space right here. So you just stood right here and press A and you get it. I am so glad that's over. Holy That's pretty much the worst grinding session in the game, I think. Because after that, most of the grinding you do, you just fight trainers to keep your main Pokemon up to level, and then every now and then have to stop and grind a new Pokemon. So I did use a couple potions during the grinding too, just because it made more sense than switch grinding in some cases. My brain is numb right now because of how long that took. I sat here for an hour and a half just mindlessly fighting those Ratatas and Pidgeys. So before I end this video off, I'm going to go ahead and battle Blue. I'm going to lead with, I think he opens with this Pidgey, so I'm going to lead with Jordan. The thing, I've already looked up what Blue has. The things I'm most worried about are his Rattata, which knows Hyper Fang, and his Squirtle. And the reason why I'm worried about Squirtle is I'm going to need to fight with Jody, and if it pulls something out of nowhere that I'm not expecting, and kills Jody, I'm screwed for the next gym. So let's go ahead and battle Blue again before the end of the video. Yo, Jeff! You're still struggling along back here. It took me an hour and a half to do that. I'm doing great. I caught a bunch of strong and smart Pokemon. Here, let me see what you've caught, Jeff. Rebel Blue would like to battle. It's a Pidgeotto. I thought it was a Pidgey for some reason. Yeah, Pidgeotto is pretty beefy. Ooh, nice! Burn on the first try. The burn actually halves attack stat. So, this Pidgeotto is not going to be doing nearly as much damage now. Actually, the burn might finish it off right here. Ah, not quite. Yeah, because of that, I might be able to keep Jordan out for another battle. It would certainly be better than switching to other Pokemon. Oh, he's gonna pull out Squirtle. Never mind. So I'm gonna want to pull out Jody and hope that the Squirtle doesn't know Bite, because Bite's really the move that the Squirtle would have. That would be really dangerous. Withdraw shouldn't matter. It's only defense, and Bullet Seed is special attack in this gen. In Gen 3, moves are physical or special based on their type, not on the move itself. So all grass type moves are special. Oh, nice! Ah, I didn't quite get the third one off, but wow, that was a cool critical hit. Okay, so I guess it doesn't know Bite. Either that or Blue didn't want to use Bite. So that made the Squirtle pretty easy. So now the only thing left to worry about is that Rattata, which you'll probably probably bring out next, unless he's bringing out his Abra. He's singing out his Abra. Perfect. This Abra can't actually do anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch out to Jill. I want Jill out for the Rattata just because Jill has double kick. Now normally this would be a very bad move because Abra is a psychic type and Jill is a poison type, but luckily this Abra doesn't know anything yet, so I can just feel free to beat it up and finish it off. It's pretty helpless. I don't even know why Blue would send it out in battle, especially before his only other able Pokemon. This Rattata does know Hyper Fang, so gotta be careful about that. Oh, but I'm gonna finish it off with one move, okay. Hyper Fang is the dreaded move for Rattatas because on top of having a really high attack, power, Rattatas gets stabbed from it, and because of the aforementioned seemingly high crit rate with that Rattatas seem to get. Hey, take it easy, you run already. Because of the Rattatas seem to get more crits than anything else I've ever seen. Hyper Fang plus stab plus critical hit pretty much means a dead Pokemon. Hey, guess what? I went to Bill's and got him to show me his rare Pokemon. That added a lot of pages to my Pokedex. After all, Bill's world famous as a Pokemaniac. He invented the Pokemon storage system on PC too. So if you're using his system, you should go thank him. Well, I better get rolling. Smell you later. And he quickly runs back and gives me the fame checker, which is I'm not gonna ever really look at. Okay, so that was actually very easy compared to the last rival battle with Blue. I actually had really bad luck with this guy on one of my randomized Nuzlocks. I randomized movesets and Pokemon they could find, and he had a level 15 Blastoise with Hydro Cannon. And it wiped my team. It just steamrolled through everyone. That was actually the very first randomized Nuzlocke, I think, that I tried. It was the very first randomized Nuzlocke with randomized movesets I think I've ever tried. So, with that, I'm going to end the video here because this video's gone long enough. With the length of the grinding session, it's going to be like 11 minutes of sped up footage. I don't even know what kind of music I can put over that. I may end up putting up 2 songs over it or doing something else with it, I don't know. But because of that, this video is already going on pretty long, so I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you all for watching, hope you enjoyed, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next part, where I cross Nugget Bridge and get 2 new encounters. See ya.